welcome.
Hello, nerds.
We're getting close to the new year, Crystal. Oh my gosh, should we nerd out about New Year's for a minute?
Yes, I
What do
would
you
love that.
think?
It is
Yeah.
an
Hey, I'm
important
Mary.
time. I'm Crystal.
Yeah. We want to wish you a happy, nurturing new year. And, we just wanted to do this little mini episode to say welcome to the new year. Um, and, just like, what does the new year mean to you out there in podcast land? Do you want to answer that, Crystal? What does it mean to you?
So for me, the new year is new beginnings, letting
Hmm.
go of the past. One of the things I nerd out on is tarot. So I usually do a New Year's tarot read for myself. I use multiple decks. I make a big spectacle of it. It's like kind of weird and eclectic, but it is all about kind of releasing the old and bringing in the new.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, I would love it if you did a reading for me.
I would
That
love
would be
to.
cool. I never really thought about it before, but I would love that. I have my little tarot deck over here. I like tarot too. Another way to connect with fun people. Yeah, for
Definitely.
me, I like the new year. I used to work at a university, so it was always like a cyclical. I had a really good cycle that I could see with the students coming in and out, starting a new semester. I don't have that anymore, so now I have the calendar of like what marking the time passing, and I just enjoy. Frankly, I enjoy being over the holiday season.
Yeah.
And and most of the time I was used to having my vacation in January. So like January is like a really positive thing for me. And it's my birthday on the 10th. So I'm happy about that too. Like it's my
Yeah.
birthday and it's the start of a new thing. Yeah, it's a cycle, right? So it's just
Happy
moving the
unbirthday. We're getting close.
thank you. Getting close. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to wish me happy birthday, please do send me a message or something. Let's get together. Yeah. And it's the season when a lot of people decide that they want to really like make some changes in their lives, right? Like you said, out with the old and in with the new. I kind of feel like sometimes people just take it too far though. They put
Yeah.
these big expectations on like I'm gonna go to the gym every day, I'm gonna write the book, I'm gonna do what
Yeah.
and then by the end of January, I used to be a gym goer and in January everybody would come and I'd be like, who are all these people in my gym? And by the
Yes.
end and I'd be like, by the end of January I know they'd be gone. So and they were. And it's like, why do we do that though? I wonder. What do you think? What do
So
you think about that?
I think that there's been a societal push, and I don't know if it's just media or if there's some other concepts involved, but there's definitely been a societal push for, new year, new you. I think a lot of gyms use that as a marketing tactic, but I also
Yeah, they
think,
do.
in our society, unfortunately, we're not always super body positive, and we're super pushing for quote unquote health and wellness, which again, by the way, the
Mm.
extreme version of is not healthy. And so I feel like there's some media involved. But I still think it draws back to that concept of we just ate a lot during Christmas. We feel kind of sluggish. It's the dark season. We're kind of like motivated to say, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to break myself out of this slump of holiday and darkness and winter. And I'm going to go rock out. And you kind of get that big motivation from family, friends, and media.
Mm.
And you lose steam quickly because it's kind of an inauthentic motivation, I think.
Yeah, I think because we try too hard. Like
Yeah.
if you sit on the couch all day every day throughout November and December, and then you think I'm gonna go to the gym 6 days a week for 2 hours, you're not. You're not
Yes,
going to do that.
not at all.
Start slow. Start slow. Like take a walk 3 times a week for 10 minutes, you know?
I think
Whatever feel good.
I think having an accountability partner can also be fun. And that doesn't mean,
Absolutely.
somebody to shame you or judge you, but having a friend to walk with or having a friend to say, oh, I did this today and I feel so good. And I want to keep doing this. That's something that
I
I try to
agree.
bring in the community.
I agree. I agree. And I don't do New Year's resolutions, but because I'm like all the time thinking like, what can I do
Yeah,
to serve myself, better? And it is good to like reflect on it in the new year, but I don't, for me, it's not like a New Year's resolution. Do you do that?
correct. Yeah. I at one point in my existence, I was Catholic, but also, and the reason I'm mentioning that is because during I think it's Advent season, right before Easter, a lot of Catholics or Christians, I don't know if it's both, will give up things. And
Give
it's
up
all
for
about like
Lent. Yeah.
giving up for Lent. And I feel like the New Year's resolution is also like that. And so throughout my history is like maybe college years, maybe a little after college years, maybe after having kids, I did adhere to that very slightly because it was societally normal and I kind of just followed suit with what
Hmm.
people did. And there came a point where I was like, no, this is not helpful or working. And so
Mm,
at this juncture,
doesn't work.
I do the same as you. I try to reflect. I use the tarot as more of a reflection tool than a divination
Hmm.
tool. So it's really just a
Mm,
big giant meditation. I also reflect on the fact that we've gone through this kind of dark night of the soul in many areas of the
mm,
country or world. It can be winter or it can be darker. And so we're coming out of that back into like the spring, back into the new growth, back into new life. And so I do kind of attempt
mhm.
to meditate on that. But like you, I tend to throughout the year attempt to find new ways to heal or new ways to motivate.
Yeah. And I just realized today, December 21st, is the solstice. So happy solstice, my friend.
I
It
love
is the,
it.
yes, it is the day of returning light. So I love to celebrate that.
I actually have a cuddle event today, purposely celebrating that. And a lot of my friends in Pittsburgh are doing very beautiful, I lovingly call them hippie events that kind of celebrate that we're through that longest night and we're getting in, we're starting to head back.
Yes, we're coming back into the light bringer. It's one of my favorite things. Absolutely. Oh man, I had another cool thought and it just went right off the top of my head. What else have you got?
I think that one thing I really enjoy in New Year's is, that reflection, but I also enjoy kind of the opposite of that at times. And I don't party as much anymore, but dancing or being around family or friends is
Mm,
actually important to me. And I think the family you choose is more important than the blood family for me, but I do feel very resonant with having some form of connection that day, whether it's with my partner, with my kids, or again, I've actually been able to, lucky enough, go out dancing with people the last year and still have my reflection time by myself with my tarot. I'm excited to say this year I'll actually be in Dublin, Ireland for the new year, which is going to
mm,
be pretty immense and pretty interesting. I am going to bring my tarot cards. We'll see how that goes, my tarot reading. But I
mm.
think that celebrating any way that you can in any location with any amount of people is beautiful. What will
I
you
love
be
how you said
doing?
that. Me, I'm not sure. I don't actually have plans for the New Year's holiday right now, but I am planning a beach getaway for my birthday for a weekend, probably a couple days down at the beach early in
Loving.
January. So I'm excited for that. And I had a friend who I don't want to bring us down, but anyway, a friend decided he didn't want to see me anymore, but I thought I had plans with him. So I'm open now. So now my other friends are realizing that I'm available, and so they're coming out to invite me to Christmas and invite me to other things. So I'm going to wait and see what happens as people realize that I am available and I'm here and want to see me, and it's nice. Yeah. So
I
see
have
what
to admit
happens.
that sometimes, and I do lead a very busy life currently with kids, and I know that at some point that's going to open up and I'm going to have more
Mhm.
freedoms. But I do notice that because of that hectic, busy run lifestyle, that when I get
Mhm.
an opening, when I get a free space, or even when I get a cancellation from either a client or a friend, I actually
Yeah.
often feel this sense of relief, like, oh, thank God I can take a nap.
Yeah.
So,
I know, right?
so I can see the positive and the sadness of that. So I can see kind of
Yeah.
both sides, definitely. And I appreciate that share. That's very beautiful and
Mhm.
vulnerable. And I can't wait to
Yeah.
be, in the space where I have a little bit more of that as well.
Mm. Yeah, I mean it happens. People come in and they go out of our lives and that leaves room for others. So
I
I'm
agree.
looking forward to see what happens next. So
I love that
yeah.
attitude. That's beautiful.
Hmm. Yep.
Mm.
And for the new year as well, we'll see what happens next. And I hope everybody out there and you, Crystal, and everyone with us, you be your authentic self and enjoy yourself and have some good times in the new year, 2025. Oh my gosh, can't believe it.
And of course, join us here at Nurtured Nerds. You can find us on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook. You can come join some nerd breaks. You can come join some dance breaks. I think that
Hmm.
there'll be a lot of really fun things in the new year for us to celebrate. I know my heart space is still working, and I would love to coordinate with Mary and Gita on this about just a retreat where we all get together, even if it's not like a high cost thing, just like a fun thing where we make time to meet
Hmm.
together and maybe participate in some fun stuff, maybe have a cuddle event, maybe have a workshop or two, but really
That'd be
just
great.
get together as a bunch of beautiful, amazing, nurtured nerds.
We're gonna figure that out at some point. We're gonna do it. I know it.
I'm pretty ready. I'm pretty motivated. So please know that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's gonna happen. All right, keep watching. Thanks, you
Keep watching,
guys.
keep finding us. Happy New Year. Hmm.
Hmm.